Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Yeksenia Santos and my channel is mostly about business strategies, finance, personal development, and lifestyle tips and tricks. So if those are things that you're interested in, please keep watching. I really want to stress the importance of being able to manage your time effectively. It will be able to help you operate more efficiently in so many different areas of your life. So what I'm going to share with you are easy tips that anyone can use. And I'm talking about from the adolescent to the elderly. These are easy time management tips that will be very beneficial for you long term. So let's get into it. The first tip is to build a daily routine from the beginning to the end of your day and really think, what does that realistically look like for you? And just have that in your mind. What are things that you do on a daily basis that need to be done on a daily basis for you? And it also takes 21 days to break a habit. So if you've currently been functioning just kind of going with the motions, not really doing anything for longer than that time frame, you're already subconsciously building that habit of just not really being productive with your time. You're not currently managing your time effectively. So the benefit of building that daily routine is that now you have that daily routine that you can implement for 21 days. And what that's going to do is build a habit. Is going to train your mind, train your body to get used to this habit. You want to view building a daily routine as an investment into yourself. Reason being is that you are starting to train your mind, you're training your body to get used to this daily routine of your life. And what that's going to do for you is that you're going to be able to be more productive throughout your day. You're going to be able to be more effective throughout your day. So really consider that as long term, you're actually investing in yourself by building that habit and building that discipline. My third tip would be to prioritize. Ideally, you want to prioritize your tasks from urgent to least urgent. So as an example, this is a type of list that I use, and it doesn't need to be anything fancy. But essentially with this, you would typically write just whatever key things you need to get done that day. And it has a little checkbox that you just check off, and it's so gratifying. And pretty much when you're done with the week, you just tear it off and start with a new one. Like, this isn't something that you need to store or anything like that. You can just toss the paper and it's done with. Along with managing your weekly tasks, an important thing is to set weekly goals and have them translate into monthly, into quarterly goals. So that way you know that you are continuously progressing. And obviously throughout time, there are going to be changes to it, but still just have a timeline in a sense that can kind of give you guidance. So that way you know that you are continuously moving forward and you're not really getting too complacent throughout the year. I think that's really important. And another example that I have is an agenda. So this is a fairly old agenda. I want to say this is back in 2018. But this is what I would stick in my purse. I mean, I know a lot of people are probably like, why can't you just put it in your phone? But because I'm a little old school, I enjoy writing in them. So ideally, this is what I like. Let me show you. So you have the calendar here, and here is where you write your notes, and then here's your to-do for that month. Next, I'll flip it, yada, yada, yada. I would write when my bills are due and things that I needed to do for that month so I didn't forget. As you can tell, mine tends to be pretty colorful. So the week ends up being on 2 pages, and it gives you enough space where you are able to write what it is that you need to do within that week. And then you just move on to the following week and the following week until you reach that next month. I like it. I think it's effective. So consider it or put it in your phone and make managing your time fun. I got these gel pens and I enjoy writing with them, and this is something that makes me happy when I do it. I know it's a little dorky, but it works for me. It may work for you. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you another agenda that I most recently used. This was for last year. If you can't tell, my favorite color is blue, so I have little hints of blue everywhere. So this one is from TJ Maxx. It has a scripture on the front, and it was only $10. Where we go? There we go. And I just wanted to show you, like, these are what kind of make it fun for me. It shows you the years. So it dates back from 2018, 19. And then it has fun stickers. And then it has these tabs that I liked. And on each tab, it had a different scripture. And then what I liked about this is that you got to write your goals and your to-dos and your birthdays and other important dates down here, along with your July or that monthly reminder. And you would go in and write more of your goals. You see how efficiently I use this in my colors? And then you would go in and write your weeks, how you want your week to kind of plan out. So this is just really another way to manage your time and to organize your day in different ways, and really try to just make it fun, make it enjoyable for you, and this will come very easy and natural for you. Another tip that I have is, rather than putting things off, challenge yourself to start making decisions sooner rather than later. I understand that everyone procrastinates. It's a human nature thing to do, but you end up being your own roadblock to becoming more effective with your time. So really just consider that. So an example of time management that I have for you that I've personally done was when I was in school. I was pursuing both my bachelor's and master's degree. And during that time, I was working the swing shift. So at my job, it was a 3 to 11 shift. So I studied in the morning, went to work from 3 to 11. And once it hit like 7 p.m. when things were able to die down, I was able to pull out my laptop and start studying again. So I was managing my time to how it would be more effective. So when I worked an AM shift, I would go home whenever I got off and worked until 9 or 10 or 11 p.m. I just had to manage my time accordingly to the papers and discussions and things that I had to do for school. Another example is when I was working the graveyard shift. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that at least for me in my workplace, I was working from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I borderline lost my sanity, but I ended up sleeping in the morning and planned my time to study 2 hours during the day and a couple hours at night. I was able to manage my time. I was able to build that discipline. I was able to adapt to my current work environment and my current situation. And that is what I highly encourage you to do, is learn how to adapt to your current situation and see how you can manage your time more effectively so you can see the benefits of it. Another suggestion would be to delegate. I know many people don't really consider this as a time management tool, but it truly is. Are there people who are around you that are willing to help you take some things off your plate? You won't know until you ask. So I would suggest to delegate tasks that you trust that they will able to do correctly. And that will benefit you because now you have more time to manage other things that you're working on. Also consider if there's any way that you can multitask during your time. So for example, if you're teleworking at home, could you start running your laundry while you're teleworking? Or when you have that 30-minute break, could you go for a walk? Or for those who are going to school and you're working, consider if there's any downtime where you're able to do anything behind the scenes, where you're able to research information for a topic or a paper, or if you're able to do some responses back for your discussions. Consider if there's anything that you can do to multitask, and that will help maximize how much time that you have in being productive. The last tip that I have for you is to organize your space, whether it be your room, your home, your office space, your car. What that will do is a few things. It will be a stress reducer for you because you will now be entering a more functional environment where your mind will be able to think more clearly. So really consider to take the time to organize your environment, in which will help you become more productive long term. So that's all, everyone. I really enjoyed making this video for you. As I mentioned earlier, these tips are very easy to do, but they're very impactful long term, and it's something that you really want to grasp on building a discipline now versus later. So really consider that. So it really was a pleasure to make this video for you all. This is something that I'm passionate about. I love organizing, planning, time management. That's just my realm of happiness. I enjoy it, and I hope to catch you next Friday. Bye!